You hide.
No one's going to listen to this because I just slurp the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to make sure I keep green apples around before we start so we don't have any sounds. Yeah, stop it. No.
You brought it up, bro.
Yeah.
Where are your green apples?
I don't have any with me.
I don't make those noises because I'm a very talented, trained actor, and I do articulation exercises every single day.
That's good.
Do you know what they're called?
No.
Whiskey, do you need to go outside? That's my dog's name. Whiskey, do you need to go outside?
Yeah. That sounds like, one that definitely works your tongue.
Yep.
Yeah. And I can actually tell when I go to a play and I watch professionals versus amateurs. It's their articulation dictations.
It's true.
And how I can tell that whether they're training or not, or whether they've practiced enough.
It's especially important in a musical because you have to hit the T's and the D's when you're singing and talking. Otherwise, no one's going to know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's something you don't have to do for film unless you're playing someone with high diction.
No, I still need characters to be like, they need to understand.
Oh, of course, they need to be. But for me, when I'm working on a film as opposed to like theater, I will warm up my full instrument, which I will warm up my full instrument for film as well. But for theater, it's more of like articulation and enunciation and what am I looking for? No, not dictation.
Dictation?
Talking loud.
Okay, volume.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
Being able to reach the back of the house, right? And when I'm warming up in a film, I work more on my character's vocal tonal qualities, like how their voice sounds, what their cadence is, and how it changes. You have to do that in a play too, but on film, I get to focus more on like, okay, how would my character talk and say things like this? Why do they speak this way? How does that inform me? And I don't have to necessarily work on my talking loud. I wish I could remember what word I'm looking for. Anyways.
Okay.
I digress.
Well, in just 1 minute, explain what your exercise is, because I'm curious. I want to know what that's like.
Okay, like a vocal warm-up exercise?
Yeah, well, you could either explain it or you could just do it.
Well...
Or both.
Well, okay, the first thing you want to do is make sure that your whole, like, mouth articulator is warmed up, right?
Okay.
So you do that.
He's moving his cheeks around. He's
I'm with my hands, actually.
Yeah.
And you want to have your lips relaxed. So first, it's like connecting from your diaphragm.
Sorry about all the noises, by the way.
You're connecting all the way up to the front of your lips.
Okay.
So that you're making sure that the breath is traveling unimpeded to the end of your lips where it can hit these articulators and vibrators. You can chew on the sounds a little bit so you're getting the vibrations all in your head. So it's not just your throat that's vibrating when you're talking, but it's the rest of your body. You can actually feel the vocal vibrations. I can feel them in my fingertips. I can feel them in my toes. I can feel them in the tips of my ears when I speak. And then I work on connecting to the base of my breathing, right under my sacrum. And I have a thought. Let's say I'm going to do a sigh of relief. So I'll think something that is relieving. Like, let's say someone just handed me $100,000. I breathe that in and I let it out on sound.
Sure.
Now I'm connected to my center. And when I have a feeling, I can communicate it easily. Like if I'm upset, I can communicate that without getting in my own way.
Okay.
I don't know how much time I have left. And then after
About
I do
30 seconds.
that, I can work on my articulators, the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue.
Okay.
You can say that over and over again, like the lips, the teeth, the tip of the tongue. Or you can do ma, working on moving your lips in isolation and then all together. And then you can go lion face and then a lemon face.
He's literally making these faces.
And a lion face, and a little face, and the louder, and the more you change your tone when you do it, the more you have vocal range when you perform. And then let's say if I'm doing an English accent, then I will do words that draw me into that accent, which for me is, let's see, water, tube, thought, bought, caught. Once I do those, then I've dropped into my English accent, and I can start to use it again and think of words that are difficult for me in an English accent, like her, thought, man. Then I'd string them into sentences. A man thought he would take the tube, but he did not, so he stayed at home and drank tea.
Cool.
There you go.
All right. That's awesome.
That was exhausting.
I know, but I learned something.
Well, good. I'm so proud of you.
Hopefully everyone else learned something.